TTK looking like he wants to run it down once again here so far. Igneous has been taken down already. They're look to see him to get the trade up against Horace here from the top side. Moving in, BTR back on the feet here. It's gonna be Snape here trying to go for the push out, but can't find anyone inside the bathroom. Voxy finally finds a connection, and it is gonna be one player from the side of OX gonna get taken down. First frag here from the side of Bigatron.
And so that's one elimination on their side, throwing some utilities, and it looks like they're just kind of positioning themselves, trying to see if they can find anything. Of course, Snape does get some damage in, smokes up, and it looks like there will be a down inside of Monkey Ninja. That was the same with T2K as well, and it looks like Snape will be needing that revive. Not looking good by the side of Bigatron Esports right now.
Yeah, pretty clean run so far coming in. But now it's just going to be hitting on Bush here all alone. Going to go for the pickup. Up against one player from the side of D. Xavier. Lamborghini on the other side. Cooking up the nade. Can he find a perfect mirror? Cooking it up. Throws it up. Should be finding the connection once again. Now it's a big 1v1. But D. Xavier, they trample. And Bigatron, they stay alive.
Players, they're out of there. You know what? They're cutting their losses. I don't think they have a lot of utilities just yet to go aggressive, and it looks like they're on the losing end at that point. But over here, it doesn't seem to be the end of all this early game engagement. We can see RD going on again. FN, lots of Molotovs coming in. That is another team down. 13 teams left. What is happening in Rondo? They don't get Ruts OG up. Revive 1 versus 1. There's a lot of backup on the side of NEPX, and with that, Love, one last headshot wipes their team off of the map.
This is just gonna be hard as hell here. Bigatron now here out front up against Casanova. Here pushing up now. S12 into his hands. Has the M4 as well for the range, but it's just all gonna come down to the burst and the shotguns. Here, Baby's gonna be on the backside, but unfortunately for him, Casanova's gonna be all alone. Federalis gets trampled down. The nades connect, and it's gonna be a back and forth trade here between these squads now. BTR gets dropped down to 2 players alive here for this very wave. They got 1 player down to the ground, can go for the revive, but it is still gonna be a bit of a stretch. But I think they are able to call for a reset, so that it's gonna still be what, 3 players alive here from the side of BTR.
Throwables, but DRX will be surviving that. Chip damage, but of course, it's not going to be enough to kill off SDEZ. DRX gets eliminated, unfortunately, but over here, FN Esports, Ghost with 6 eliminations. Absolutely crazy. But of course, we are down 5 teams. That'll be Bigatron Esports, FN Esports, DRS Gaming, ASXI8, and NEPX Esports. Pretty big names, so really excited to see how this will play out between the 5 teams.
Yep, Bigatron Esports having the best of odds so far. I mean, we did talk about them. Definitely could be, you know, not gonna be enough to get the knockdown just yet, but should be able to soften up the helmet. So far, they got the cars, they got the vehicles to play with. Federal is going to be down to the ground. Big old standoff, baby. Able to prosper. And that is going to be BTR here. Odds in favor from them. Gonna hold it out. Wait it out. So far. And Baby knows for a fact he doesn't need to go for the cut here. Federalis, no more life left. Is going to get eliminated here. BTR gets dropped down to only 1 player.
Well, Baby's still alive, and Federal, what is their fate? It looks like Snape will be getting that revenge kill, and that is the end for ASXI8. So we're down. We're finally down to 4 more teams, and it looks like they'll be going down in a few seconds as well, with NEPX getting those sprays on against DRS, one after the other. Not much damage, however. Nothing showing up in the kill feed either, so you know, let's just wait and see who will come up victorious. Some pretty good names, some pretty good teams in the lineup for the last 4 teams vying for that winner chicken dinner. So it's a finale to look forward to.
1 for 2. complete squads here for the side of DRS and NEPX. This is going to be tough. Mikesh and NEPX. Gonna hold it down here in just a moment. Pushing up. DRS can go for spray down up against one player from the side of FN. That should be one player out in the going already, but Ghost is here closing it up. Next to his teammate as well with Trey. Bandaging up. Moving over. There is going to be a lot of things here. Come into the mixture. One player from the side of BTR. Still going to be alive there on the bottom side. Mukesh here caught in the middle. Needs to make the play soon enough. There is going to be NEPX that could be able to cut them up from the top side. So it's not really looking good here so far from the side of NEPX, but they are able to hold this top side down so far. DRS there striking from the bottom hill. There's going to be two vehicles into the play as well. Now here, 2 more seconds before the zone starts to close out once again. Hopping in line. It is now going to go for the restriction. And it is going to be a 4 versus 4 versus 2 versus 1.
Still not much progress, but we can see a lot of damage coming in, and that will be DRS getting a lot of those bullets. But in the end, DRS does lose 1 player, so that means 10 players left in the running. Ghost, however, trying to get their 8th elimination, but they do get that knock on their side. But it's not over just yet. DRS versus NEPX. Of course, FN Esports trying to get a cut from that cake, but however, what can Trey do all alone with Ghost needing that revive? Looks like it won't be good in terms of numbers on their side, but NEPX and DRS, definitely lots of things happening, but in the end, it's DRS Gaming that will be eliminated first, and now it's between Bigatron Esports, FN Esports, and NEPX.
Here we go, Bigatron. Still odds in favor, but Severus Snape, double kill off that S12. Now, NEPX is gonna be out. Bigatron, after everything, with the odds going in favor, they are still able to strike the number 2 spot. But at the end, you're off this Formula 1, but it is gonna be a bit of a question in regards to, do you want to take it or not? With the S12, not really the best weapon of choice. Could have went for that automatic instead and could have had a better chance, but now they're gonna go for the strike here. T2K, time to kill. Here we go. Igneous here gonna go for a chase down off the S12, and they're gonna be able to get another player out here from the side of ASA. Casanova will be calling rendezvous, and will be leaving 2 of his teammates to get trampled down to the ground.
Yeah, T2K not letting Casanova go.
One out here between the Xavier and Bigatron. Here right around Pachinki.
Don't know what their plan is, but what's important is that everyone will try to get it to safety before really, you know, making their next move.
Gotta wait it out. So far, Horror Esports Jiggle here.
Really does get picked off, but still, I feel like the Xavier still has pretty good chance. And EPX, however, choosing to come in and storm into the area, but unfortunately whatever the Xavier was planning, it did not work. The flank did not work, and unfortunately it'll be Leviso that's gonna be all that's left against 3 members of NEPX. They don't have the height, they don't have the elevation advantage, and it looks like NEPX will be trying to get that reset first before moving in for the kill. 1 kill down, Leviso. NEPX not looking good for them. This looks like a 1 versus 1. Rex versus Leviso. Who will come up victorious? There, just sidestep. Oh, it's Leviso who will be wiping out NEPX Esports from the map. TR right there at a distance. Potential kills. Yunbin trying to take position. Unfortunately, takes so much damage. They're down to a 4th of their HP bar. Over here, Vampire Esports against another squad. FN, to be exact, Tony K goes down, but they do get traded off as well. Vampire Esports.
So far on the other side, DRS not going to be able to get the connection, but DRX will. Hyunbin able to drop the casualty. The fight to just a 2v2.
2 players, DRX Hyunbin needs that rev up to so as kind of like carry their team at this point. But of course, DRX, we're here. Up looking also as very low on health, hanging by a thread. Actually, with BTR lurking about at a distance. Grenades coming in, actually hits and causes a knock, but unfortunately, so as does get eliminated. And I believe it was BTR that gets credit for that. But of course, the Xavier, yes, they get wiped off, and now it's 4 teams left remaining standing. This is going to be between Bigatron Esports, ZRS Gaming, Horror Esports, and Champion Esports vying for this winner chicken dinner.
This is intense. This is hard. Here we go. DRS Champions Horror.
Video game logic. But of course, seeing Bigatron Esports still quite clean on their record. Lots of HP in each person. All 4 still standing. Unfortunately, 0 eliminations, however, despite so much violence happening in the first few minutes of the game. And of course, they will be moving on and trying to see if they can join in on the action later on. But for now, that circle is going to close in around Painan and Bootcamp.
This is going to be pretty wild. I mean, take a look at this. Are we even past the 10-minute mark? Not just yet. We're looking at a pretty compressed squad clash already here on the next circle. And I'm not going to be surprised if the game is going to end here as off in this very moment. It's it. Not sure if the API is bugging out, but definitely still states that they're still alive. NEPX, BTR though are truly the squads that I'm going to be eyeing out for here. They look to have the best odds of winning.
Ooh.
You take a look at this Red Force here. They got a horse. They got some classic cars. I mean, talk about a stacked team here, Andy.
Yeah. I mean, the horse just pretty much carries their team. That's like one more player on their side. Just give that horse a gun or something. Of course, for Miracle Vibes, they have 0 eliminations so far, but BTR is there at the distance. Possible eliminations. Possibly they get wiped off as well. That's, one thing after the other. But right now, we're just going to see what's going to happen. BTR, the opposite side of this road, for Miracle Vibes, going in for the initiative. But unfortunately, no damage done just yet until now. Hide on Bush, get dialed down.
There's going to be a lot of initiatives here from the side of 4 Miracle Vibes. But obviously with Zoil out, going to be taking extra precautions here, especially if you want to take up this fight. Especially it's up against BTR. Truly one of the most formidable forces here in this competition. Federalis, alongside his teammates here, ZMJ, KK, they're going to be throwing up the nades. And it's going to be Snape able to get the connection here up against Docker. Here's Zoil. Look at the good respondent. Hopping inside of the compound. Looking to cut the distance down, but looking like the smokes are going to be enough for them to evade the fight soon enough. But I know for damn sure BTR is not going to waste any time at all. They want to close at the distance. They want to go for the fight. Want to ensure that they don't get any leeway for them to get some recovery back and track inside of this game. ZMJ here so far, pushing up now. There's going to be one player, Snape, here down to the ground as well. Ooh. And a nade once again from the side of Refos. 4 Miracle Vibes responding back with force.
And now BTR, all that's left is Federal and T1 Faker hide on Bush. To see if they can pretty much carry this engagement. 4MV doing quite well. Unfortunately, that wasn't enough to kill off hide on Bush. T1 Faker, definitely the Demon King, cannot be killed. They did get that revive in the bag, but unfortunately BTR once again, they couldn't save ZMJ from that revive. Snape is also losing their life little by little. Federal manages to heal themselves, but on the side of 4MV, it's like they're doing quite well. They're not giving Bigatron Esports any room to breathe. Just keep bombarding them with throwables.
Yeah, that's exactly what you got to do. Constant pressure here. Just making them guess all throughout, but that's going to be the confirmation to kill already. Snape's going to be out. Same goes for the side of ZMJ. All going to come down to the Prodigy. Federalis, Frag, alongside Troublemaker is going to be down here, and it shows all going to come down to Claude to try to go for the clutch here up against NEPX as he finds Precious out. Should be able to get the confirmation off the kill, but he needs to run for his teammates and try to go for the res, but unfortunately, the 2 players from the side of NEPX is going to be closing in the distance as well, so it's a foot race in regards to who can save or who can finally serve the last and final blow to eliminate the opposition.
I mean, I wonder what Claw will do at this rate. It looks like RD is getting wiped down. No chances of revival right there. NEPX made sure of that. But, of course, Mukesh and Domain, they do have the numbers advantage against Claw. But over here, T2K, third party in this situation. It looks like Igneous will be taking Mukesh down. That's only one player left. That will be Domain left on the side of NEPX. Not looking good for their side, but let's see what's gonna happen if Domain can pull this clutch or T2K can finally wipe the floor clean.
Oh my days. Gonna call rendezvous with Mason here because things are not gonna be pretty clean here, I must say. But hey, if you got the confidence, be it. Right, bring it in now. But Bigatron Esports in the process will be eliminated.
They do, but on the other side, DX, D Xavier's, Nate T, he threw a nade, did not get any kind of connection, but hurrah, closing in, Nate T, low on that HP, trying to make those peak shots connected, but not enough, it's all over, D Xavier's out of the match. Vampire Esports, they're also closing in, rushing in to the last player of DRX at this point, and DRX, the last guy, he just manages to like run away from this area, run away from this premises at this point, and I'd say this is a good start for the guy. He know when he needs to like fall back from the areas, not get into any kind of fight. And Ozzy, you did a right call at this point, but ASI8, oh my goodness, weak eliminations coming in. Casanova, Zephyr, those are the two guys that were trying to get some eliminations, but Casanova gets instantly picked off. Zephyr and another guy from the team ASI8 are the only two players remaining into the match. Champions Esports C1.
A lot of things to think about, but for now, it's a little bit quiet until now. BTR does fine. Vampire Esports, Esports, up there, trying to get some shots, and they do knock off one. Unfortunately, BTR, they're down to 3 players, but it's not gonna stop them from trying to take down Vampire Esports. Quite a far cry, but they do get those bullets to connect. And Vampire Esports, they're on a very bad spot. But speaking of bad spot, hide on bush as well, goes on the red, needs that revive.
He couldn't hide on that bush and got eliminated early on. Come on. But still managed to get that one knockdown. It's a crucial factor, but Team Vampire Esports now not only they have like reset themselves into the area, the player that was knocked down is back on his feet, but also on the 75% HP side. Bigatron, Snape, come on. You can manage to get that elimination done on the players. You have 40 bullets into the Scarl. Red dot already connected. Get some shots, get some connectivity, get a knockdown. One knockdown is enough against Team Vampire Esports at this point, but the main question will still remain, who will get that knockout, and that is Snape. Once again, he's gonna make stay humble this point. He's gonna humble him, get him down, get him knocked out, closes in with another player of the Team Vampire Esports. On the other side, if we're talking about the Federale, he's going to throw a grenade, which is definitely not going to connect. But there are some shots. There are some random shots connecting on the guy. He is losing that HP. Federal, come on. Federal, go on. Get that connectivity. Get that shot connected. But you look the other way. He's not going to look. He has his eyes set up upon you. He's going to take you down on the other side. Snape once again going forward. Instantly, he's going to get taken down by the S12K. Tony K, a savior for the team.
Now, RD's at a distance. Let's see what Leviso will do with that information.
We do have to see what Leviso is going to do from this point onward, Ed. He is once again from the D Xavier side this time around, the solo guy that is surviving. It is everything up to him. He's in the circle. That is a good thing that he's in the circle for now, but for how long? As Team Royal Dragons, they are cooking those grenades up. The grenade went to the main room instead of the stair rooms, and that might not be a good start for the side of the Team Royal Dragons. You could have thrown that grenade into the stairs room, and that could have been the it for the players. But there we go, the Molotov first, the grenade second. It's over. D Saviors out of the match. They are already gone, but Team Hora, come on. Things are not looking good for the Hora Esports, as well as Jiggle and Nofia. The last two guys that are surviving, they are trying to get that survival done on the players, but ASI8, they're the one that are being the aggressors in this fight. Nofia, you need to heal yourself as soon as possible. ASI8 closing in, getting those shots on the players, but not enough for the connectivity, not enough for the eliminations so far. Baby is going to get in the car. He's going to find out that the